Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? I'm about to show you the 4 best free VSTs to use for your vocals. So let's get straight into it. Numero uno, Fresh Air. So Fresh Air is a type of exciter plugin. It's essentially adding a bit of harmonic distortion to your high end. The end result is creating a lot more of a brighter sounding vocal. You'll also be introduced to a bit more presence as well. Now this is one of the main reasons that I like to use Fresh Air on my vocal track. Like almost immediately after throwing on the Fresh Air, it sounds like my vocals are a lot fatter and in my face. Let me just give you an example of this real quick. So I'm going to show you how the Fresh Air sounds on versus off. I'm just going to keep flicking it on and off.
Took one faint suspicion, a wrong decision, a felt expression of my inhibition causing you to listen. One minute I'm wrong, I understand, I can't do a demolition now. You don't even fucking miss me. You don't need one kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches with me. Took one wrong decision, can't be forgiven. Goddamn, I wish that I can make it up. This an intermission, got me reminiscing. Back then I wish I could've gave a fuck. Now you don't even fucking miss me. You don't need one kiss me. You don't care about.
So yeah, Fresh Air is just such a nice plugin because of the presence that it adds to your vocal. In some cases, it can turn dull to exciting very easily. But anyways, let's get to the next free VST. So the next free VST I wanted to go over with you all was OZONE Imager 2. So what this essentially is a stereo widener. So here in OZONE Imager, they make it pretty simple. We just have 2 adjustments, the width and stereoize knob. Width really controls how big do you want your vocal or whatever you're throwing this on to sound. Stereoize pretty much allows you to adjust how wide you want your vocal to be. So using this can be pretty useful on a few things. First, it may be useful on background vocals. So a situation where I think using this would be pretty nice on a background vocal track is where you may not want to use any panning on your background vocals, but you still want to find a way to make that space between your background vocals and your lead vocals without doing too much work. I say this is a perfect situation for you. Something else this could really be good for is stacked vocals. So the issue with using stacked vocals is depending on how many you're using, usually it'll sound a lot better on stacked vocals if you pan them on different sides of the stereo image. Now in situations like that, panning can actually take a lot of time, especially if you have a lot of stacked vocals you need to pan on different sides of the stereo image. That's why I think throwing a nice imager like this on there would be really nice. By using this method, you can actually send out all of your stacked vocals to a single track, throw a stereoizer like this on there, and push them down into the mix for a little bit of space. Or you could even use it on your master. So if I come over here to my master track, you can see that I've actually already thrown on an imager. This is just a more complex version of this imager down here, but it's still essentially the exact same thing. Throwing this on your master track will give your song a little bit more space, depth, and clarity. That's why I really like throwing an imager on sometimes. Now the only thing I have the luxury of throwing this imager right here on is my background vocals, and on my background vocals I've already panned them a little bit, but I'm still gonna throw this on there just to kind of give you a representation of how this really sounds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna turn this up while my background vocals play, just to give you an idea of how this can give whatever you put it on more space.
Care about the bitches with me, but everything's better now. I stacked a couple thousand, trying to turn a fantasy into a dream. Self-confliction, about conviction. I don't cry inside, I had to fucking scream. From there where that I go, priceless to the side. Button on my suit, tighten on my tie. World full of sin, I'm another lie. Tell my past mistakes, storm in the sky. No one to pretend, I'm another guy. I like dirty sex, I like getting high. Busted up in lush, who am I to try? Just another guy that need a million before you die. If I show you the things I unearthed, promise me it won't leave you concerned. As I enter this fate I deserve, let me tell you this lesson I learned. Make a plan, set it up, fuck.
The next free VST I wanted to go over with you all is VALHALLA Supermassive. So what this is pretty much a mixture of delay and reverb. You can get a lot of different crazy type sounds out of this, but I think it's really nice for free reverbs. This reverb right here definitely sounds a lot better than the stock VSTs Fruity have. They have a bunch of different presets for you to go through, as you can see over here. Literally a plethora of different presets you can go through. If you don't want to use any presets, you have all these adjustments to choose from over here. So what I really like about this stock VST is that the reverb and delay are all controlled from one interface. So the hurdle of getting our delays and a reverb to mix together nicely is already eliminated. All you need to do is just throw this in your track and play around with it until you find your desired sound. So I'm just going to give you a few examples of how cool this one plugin is.
Do a demolition now, you don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches with me. Till one wrong decision can't be forgiven. Goddamn, I wish that I can make it up. This an intermission, got me reminiscing. Back then I wish I could've gave a fuck. Now you don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches. Do a demolition now, you don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches with me. Till one wrong decision can't be forgiven. Goddamn, I wish that I can make it up. This an intermission, got me reminiscing. Back then I wish I could've gave a fuck. Now you don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches with me. But everything's better now, I stacked a couple thousand. I'm trying to turn a fantasy into a dream.
So yeah, this plugin definitely has a lot of cool sounds. I really like to use it. So the last free VST I wanted to go over with you all is iZotope's vocal doubler. So I actually don't have this one downloaded because I already have a paid version of a doubler from Waves. But if you don't want to go out there and pay for one, this is a really great option for you. What a doubler is doing is essentially making copies of your vocals on all sides of the stereo image. Those copies are detuned down a little bit. What this is going to do is make your vocals sound a bit thicker and fuller. You have the opportunity to actually blend that down in the mix and have everything just sit together really nicely. I'm about to actually show you a little bit of how I do this with the doubler from Waves. Pretty much the exact same thing. All I'm gonna do is just turn it up in the mix, let you hear exactly how this doubler sounds like, because all of them are pretty much doing the exact same thing to your vocal.
One minute I'm wrong, I understand I can't do a demolition now. You don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. You don't care about your past with me. You don't care about the bitches with me. Till one wrong decision can't be forgiven. Goddamn, I wish that I can make it up. This an intermission, got me reminiscing. Back then I wish I could've gave a fuck. Now you don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me. One minute I'm wrong, I understand I can't do a demolition now. You don't even fucking miss me. You don't even want to kiss me.
So yeah, all of these are really great plugins, especially for people that are really interested in just getting into the whole VST world but don't really have too much money to go off of. I definitely suggest you start with these plugins and then branch off into other things. But all right, everyone, if you want to learn how to mix your vocals from start to finish, hit the link in my description. I'm going to give you a detailed step-by-step guide going over every single component of the mixing process so you can really understand what you're doing. And by the way, did I mention that I did it all with stock VSTs? You want to learn how to get a professional mix with stock VSTs? Hit the link down below so I can give it to you. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video, everyone. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one.